lizard's mountain. Looks pretty fucking fancy.
Yeah, it does.
It looks really fucking good.
I am I am surprised that somebody had enough spare time
I'm
to
actually
make that happen.
impressed. Looks really
Yeah,
good.
no, I am. I kind of want to see more on this map. I want to see more games. I want to see somebody do something with the lizard. Like, can you fit like a you could totally fit a PD on some points of it. Like, somebody build a Ravager on one of those.
I doubt it looks
On
really.
the head of it,
Yeah,
there's
yeah, the head
definitely
that
enough
is.
stat space.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. Just a lizard with a
And
laser beam.
maybe on a couple points on the legs.
Okay, so for this game, the AIs are in this. It's a bit different from the other games. The AIs are situated in a place where you kind of want to focus on them because they are so close to you compared to the enemy team, right?
Yeah.
But however, the reclaim is in middle, which you also have to fight over because there's
Are
roughly 50k mass in middle.
are civilians hostile?
Civilians are not hostile. I remember playing this map once. The intention is you can capture the Titans and you will have Titans.
Ooh, that's
That's
a spicy reason to capture something.
so it's a very map specific thing, but you know the maps were announced like weeks in advance, so they should know
Yeah.
about it.
I think Orb might be going for that since he has so many engineers just heading straight out. He might have a couple queued up to do that. Or nope, I'm just wrong. These
True.
are just all for expanding. I don't know, it just seemed like he had a lot of engineers walking with his comm there.
Yeah, it's
It's power
honestly
intensive, I'm sure. I'm sure it costs a lot of power.
it should cost and it should also take a lot of time. So early bombers to snipe engineers trying to capture it. It's I mean there's a bit of eerie claim. There's quite a bit of trees, not that many, but
Yeah.
honestly this
And
is I think the hardest map so far we have seen. Just
yeah,
by
also 9,000 mass in that middle section with the factory. That's a ton of mass for reclaim.
true. But the reason why I think this is hard to play is because there's so many different options you can do, and it's hard to decide which is the best one. Like, you can try to clear your AI out quickly by sending all three ACUs there. You can try to ignore the AI, make walls, and go for mid instead for the reclaim. You can maybe balance it in some way.
Yeah.
Maybe you can try to spam lots of power and go for the Titans to capture them and try to do damage with them. Or you can not go for the Titans, but go for the reclaim and just boost your eco with that at the start.
Mm-hmm.
And like a combination of all these factors is what's gonna decide it, and it's not easy at all to decide what would be the
Yeah,
best
I mean,
approach.
these two teams taking completely different strategies. On Team Red, we have the comms of both Willy Wanker Noob and Unknow going full in on attacking the AI. And on Team Blue, it seems like most of them are going to be ignoring the AI and just trying to fight for the middle. So in the middle, there's a 2v1 between Pepsi, F Odin Orb versus Pepsi in the middle, and that could be dangerous for Team Red.
Yeah, so they kind of concede a lot of that reclaim there in that mid section, but they do manage to kill an AI on the bottom left. I'm at +2 by the way. Uh,
Yeah,
okay. If
I'm
they
close.
okay.
I'm close in game time.
So once again, it's kind of the issue. They quickly kill the AIs, but like the AIs on the right side just inherit the bases. I think when the AIs are split like this, they should be in separate teams. That would be a lot more fair, I think.
There was an ask for a scene change on Twitch
Oh,
chat.
oh, sorry. It's because I'm using some Streamlabs. What is it? Studio mode? I don't know if you know what it
Yeah,
is. And I forgot to
I,
click the button. It's because
I'm
yeah,
aware of what happened.
yeah, okay. It's I normally don't use it. I only use it on Valve Live, so that's
Hmm.
why I'm not used to clicking the button.
Yeah,
So, are there any captured titans? Not really. People don't seem to be going for them at all.
I
Which I
mean, you could also just reclaim the Titan. I mean, it's not worth that much, but it's an option.
no, it's completely not an option because a titan is like 300 mass reclaim ish. I don't really know exactly, but there was uh, there was 60k mass reclaim in the middle
There
of the map.
is a capture going on the north side of the map by F Odin, or it might have finished it. It's the far top right spawn of the Titans. There's one engineer
Ah, yeah, true.
capturing.
Yes. Let's see, it's minus 24 E per second, and he's overflowing 700 E, so I think he has enough. Yeah,
and
it's... Yeah?
I mean, we could see somebody just slowly build up a decent force of 5 or 6 Titans, and that's huge at this point in the game.
Oh, look at the top left!
Oh, yeah.
The AI drop Mantis there. Oh.
Also, F Odin continuing with the Titans in the top left. He has 4 engineers trying to claim Titans on the red side of the field, but he's gonna fail with the tanks there.
A bit too greedy because he had his own Titans on the right side there that he could capture himself.
There's a ghetto gunship currently attacking Pepsi.
Oh, true. 2 ghetto gunships. Pepsi is actually dead. They don't have air control.
Yeah,
I'm gonna down to +1. Really, he says, but it's a nice snipe. Honestly, Pepsi missed the opportunity to control K on the Intis and on the 2 ghetto gunships. Because he was for sure dead at that moment.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you killing 2 ghetto gunships, I mean, it feels bad that you die, but a ghetto gunship is not a cheap investment.
That's true, but on a map like this with this much reclaim and
now the 2 ghetto
reclaim
gunships are heading to the south.
Yeah, Protect is dead too.
Yeah, this is.
He doesn't survive this. Wow,
that is spicy. It's currently now Team Orange versus Team Shades of Blue.
True, and that actually went bad so quickly.
Yeah, that's a feels bad moment, and on top of that, despite killing an AI in the south, it looks like Team Red is still struggling with their AIs. They weren't able to completely stamp them out.
Yeah, Pepsi with the Control K, it's GG anyway, while his other ally Protect is saying fight. you see the difference in motivation here. So, yeah, I'd say, like, normally in a normal team game, you quit, it's over. But there's 4 AIs here, and you have no idea what these AIs might do. And
yeah, if all 4 AIs decide to just start throwing their units only at Team Blue, I think that there might still be a chance for Unknown.
Exactly.
But it's still a it's very much so an uphill battle.
That's for sure, but he does have Tech 3 lands. I don't know where's... He also made a strat, actually. He almost accidentally stratted his own maxes, because there was a random unit there from the AI.
He has Tech 3 Seraphim in the former base of Willy Wanker.
Yes, he does. It's just that the former
base... no, that's the former base of Pepsi.
Oh, okay.
And he has Tech 3 Air.
I'm not sure if the right team, the blue team. I'm doing this. I'm doing what you did, but 10 times worse, and I keep doing it. Yeah. Oh, it's bad.
I'm here, as I said, to just throw farms off his game and get banned from FAF Live because I'm just the worst person to co-cast with.
Don't worry.
At the very least, we're laughing a lot, which usually means it's a good stream, right?
In reality, I'm holding my fists back to not punch the monitor.
You're just the what is it? The Hey Arnold meme. No, not the Hey Arnold meme. The one with the like anteater with the fist clenched.
I have no idea.
I wish I knew my memes better, but I'm thinking of a meme here, and somebody will say it in chat, and then I'll feel stupid because I couldn't remember it.
I like how Ano made 2 strats, and they're stratting Tech 1 scouts, land scouts.
I like how the AI is yet again proving my point.
Oh.
The AI is proving my point of mongoose are bad because when you herpa-derp them into the enemy, they fall apart, and he's wasting so much mass that would have killed stuff with pillars on mongoose. This is why I tell people don't build them unless you're good.
It's kind of accurate, yeah. It's kind of the same thing as why Aeon is harder for newer players. You just need to.
It's just anytime there's a weak unit, a glass cannon type of unit, it's just you have to babysit them, and I was just using that as my tirade. I hate mongoose and I hate hoplites because I cast low level games, and I'm tired of seeing people lose by building the wrong units instead of just making bad decisions otherwise.
Importantly, Unknown made 5 strats in there, Aeon strats. He's gonna go for the bottom left AI, but
Yeah,
I don't understand why.
Maybe he just wants less pressure on himself. I mean, he's been struggling with it, and he has lost some mexes to the AI's units, but he's starting to win that flank, so I don't know. I'm thinking maybe he wants to kill all of the AI, but I don't understand the reasoning behind that.
That would be a game-losing strategy. He needs to try to... I wouldn't even say... Well, maybe he wants to try and snipe techs. That would be the best snipe target.
Maybe he just hit the AI on the way to snipe one of the blue players, but kind of makes it like, how did that AI die? Makes the players on Team Blue curious.
It should.
But Tex is about to get hit by 4 Aeon strats, and doesn't look like there's any response.
If you go to the POV of the blue team, they have absolutely 0 intel. Nothing.
Oh,
they don't.
Man.
They have a Tech 1 radar at most.
Yeah, and they only have inties. They're not. They have T3 air, but they don't have a bunch of ASF on the field. So
here comes the strat snipe for Tex. These are, I think, it's not enough damage because Aeon strats were changed. They got more AOE, but they do less damage.
They're gonna get multiple passes. I mean,
they should
sure,
be
you
able
might shoot
to
down
get
1 or 2 strats.
But the strats are not microed the best though. They were not microed back to going for a second round. But there should be more strats. Tex. Oh, he just got a vet from the AI though.
That vet was huge, and he's still microing around. But like there's still multiple strats in the air, and they're all targeted onto that comm.
They are. Tex might do some dodging, but I don't think it's going to be enough. No,
I think he's dead.
Tex.
Yep. With that beautiful UEF explosion, we see our first ejection for Team Blue at the 17-minute mark. And maybe we'll get down to this being a 1v1 with 2 AIs. That would be amazing.
Yeah, and it actually looks like, even though the AIs inherited the base on the bottom left, it's completely stationary. It seems like they don't understand how to use full share.
Yeah, maybe the AIs don't understand that belongs to them. I don't know. It seems very like... I think it's just broken. The AI down there is just broken.
Anyway, it works out for Ano in the end, because he's not getting pressured at all. Look at this! Look at the left lizard. That HQ almost tech 3. Look at the location of that.
That is pathfinding hell, but at the same time, I can't argue against a T2 HQ being hugged by a lizard. It's very much so. Like, if you're going for style points, that HQ wins.
And actually, like, the AI that inherited all the bases, he's got Cracker. He's on 600 mass income. Are you kidding me?
He's building a T3 Artie. He's building a Disruptor.
What? He doesn't even have a Tech 3 Pigeon yet.
He doesn't need it. He's AIX. He's got 6,000 power income without having T3 power.
That's 1,000,000 E it costs. That's actually not that expensive at all, 1,000,000 E.
Yeah, no. With 6,000 power a second, it's not very long to get 1,000,000 E with that. And he's overflowing over 1,000 still. Oh, now he has a T3 power finish, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So he's up to 3,000 overflow power.
Honestly,
He's
I'd see the top right team. They can be in quite some trouble soon because this AI aggression is relentless and they don't have like a proper
I
like
think,
turtle setup.
yeah. I mean, the kind of silver lining here is that Orb is a Cybrin, which is the best faction if you want to fight like lower tech spam, which is what's being thrown at them, with your T3 assault bot, because the brick has
Yeah.
it's not a Percival. It doesn't just get overwhelmed when there's a bunch of units with that high fire rate. So the brick is really good for this, and it looks like he's starting to push back the AI's spam. So maybe he can stop it, but just the fact that the AI is getting a disruptor is hilarious to me.
Yeah, I don't understand it, but it's kind of funny. But
on the
what's
um
yeah?
on the flip side, we have strats amassing for Unknow, the red team remnant, and he has a decent T3 army kind of just starting to plow through the middle.
Yeah,
It's
it's
really looking like this is the comeback.
the
Like,
comeback indeed. Those strat snipes really helped him as well. The most important part
yeah,
was releasing the pressure from the AI. And like I said earlier, if you want to deal with the AI, there's generally two main ways to do with it. Either you wall them off and screw with the pet finding, or you can make like a giant line of PD to farm
yeah.
mass. But unit spam to counter an AI in situations like this, it generally doesn't work, and that's because it requires tons of attention and micro. And if it's a survival game, sure you can afford that, but you have an actual enemy player to fight, and like the unit spam is not working out as you are seeing.
So wait. Remember in the first game when I was like, when you try and spam units, it's gonna be difficult because the AI is just gonna spam the same amount of units.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, no, you can go and fight the AI and it'll work out.
It
What?
depends.
You're over here flip flopping. You're like a noodle. Get get some principles. I've
it,
been standing by my word this entire time. You're going back and forth between Phobos and Zuli.
it depends on the situation. It depends on how quickly you want to deal with him. If you want to quickly deal with the AI, like the left team did, then you want to go for unit spam. But on the long-term play, like the top right team did, uh, then PDs are way better than units.
This disruptor might finish. It's already 30% done.
I think it will finish.
This disrupt if this disruptor finishes and targets Team Blue, that would be the Omega lol moment.
It's also a Monkey Lord almost done. The only thing
Wow.
that's stopping the AI from building it faster, everything is just power. He only has 2 tech 3 pigeons.
I mean, yeah. Also, I thought you said the only thing stopping this AI from just winning, and I was gonna be like, is the fact that it's artificial intelligence that doesn't have a brain.
Almost.
Because it might still win without one. Who was it in the Wizard of Oz who didn't have a brain? Which of the characters didn't? Was it the Scarecrow?
I have
It was
never
a
read The Wizard
Scarecrow.
of Oz.
Get some culture, man.
No. It doesn't seem like an anime character to me.
Doesn't seem like an anime character to you. I got some flack because I didn't know about an anime character.
Oh, you're allowed to.
Yeah, no, I have to know about all of the anime characters because whenever somebody references it with their FAF name, I just have to know the reference, right?
Exactly. This is where Turin comes in, or Congreve. uh,
Man, I was really hoping that the Stolen Titans would have meant something, but they really just didn't.
I think it was mostly because they got captured way too late. You can basically capture a Titan in minute 4, but I think the first ones that got captured are minute 8, and that's a massive difference because you need to capture them, you have to all the way get to the other sides, and You kind of want to make a small
I
group
think
of Titans, but that didn't work either.
I also think that like with the Titans, I guess when they did get captured, it was a little bit late because they already had almost by the time one of the there was more than one captured Titan for the blue team, they had already ended up killing 2 players on the other's team.
Yeah, true.
With those ghettos. The Monkey Lord is done. And it's dip stamping its way forward. It might be a bit confused though.
Yeah,
It's walking towards walls.
Not the most successful rally point, but seems like it's gonna win. I don't see a counter.
Putting the artificial in artificial intelligence. But it'll get there. It'll get it done.
It's actually a shame because it might win the game before the disruptor is done.
I think it does because the disruptor's only what, like halfway done.
I think like 70% at this point. Yeah.
Is it even in the green yet?
Almost. It's about to be in the green. Now,
as
Orb has been defeated. Wait. Oh, I see. Orb. I completely missed that. He was in a continental transport with Percy's, and he tried to drop on Unknown's ACU.
Oh.
But that was never gonna work because Unknown made shields PD and he had strats rating as well. So that was not gonna work. And
it was a desperation play.
Yeah. And the Monkey Lord is finishing. Finishing
I like how the Monkey Lord actually kind of makes he makes a kind of decent decision. He goes for the air base, like
yeah. And he's sending in strats as well to go for the air grid.
Yeah.
Mazicom, he said, only needed. No, I don't think it would have worked. It's a shame I missed it because I would have been able to see it more properly to see if the strats are in position. But the 3A on strats compared together with the PD should have instant sniped.
Maybe if it was, I mean, yeah, no, that wouldn't have mattered because both comms have Omni, so the Aeon comm would have been able to see it.
Yeah.
I think that the Oblivions in combination with the strats and just walking away would have saved Unknown. It would have been close still. The Monkey Lord dies.
Yeah, it just kind of ignored the harps and went for the pigeons instead. I guess with the strats going after the other pigeons, it leaves Odin on. He does have enough E, but you know his situation looks too healthy. Maybe
he's also the AI is now dropping. He has transports that both carry 1 mole and 2 loyalists to the airbase now, which I find funny.
It's a moral victory.
I just like the fact that he went through the trouble of transporting 1 mole. That mole is getting the true greatest treatment. The disruptor is done.
Not for me. I'm at minute 28.
Oh, I'm at 28:30 something, 40 something.
I'm at 27:50. You know what Odin's strategy should be? Get Tech 2 on ACU and Res. Wall off where his ACU is. Make a stealth field and hope that the AI focuses on Unknown instead. That's a viable strategy. I'm not kidding.
Yeah. Where is the comm of the blue team?
He just went into a transport actually. He was on a small plateau on north of where the Monkey Lord died, but he's just going right in transport now. So the disruptor is done for me as well. That AI doesn't use any adjacency.
Adjacency is truly overrated, as we were talking about earlier with building the T3 power not adjacent to the T3 HQ.
You know how it's like. Like how the AI is building T3 mass webs. I'm sure. Well, he's overflowing. Oh, he's not overflowing mass anymore. Wow. Oh no, Odin dies! I think the AI sniped him! No, the AI sniped him with gunships in midair. Oh my god. You should have told me to put attention to what happened at the top.
Oh, I slowed down the game a whole bunch. He hasn't died
Let's
for
see.
me yet. I'm now behind you.
Yeah, it was literally 20 seconds after where you were when you told me when the disruptor was done.
I went down to -10, so I still hadn't gone 20 seconds.
So this is why you never give up in a game with AIs. Look at that crusher, dude. Holy shit.
I just put it to times 10 and he's still playing. Like, is he gonna kill the AIs? Is Unknown going for it?
I don't think he has a great shot at it.
The AI is legitimately just stupidly ahead now.
Yeah. It's a bit silly. The disruptor is
He's
done, it's
playing
shooting
survival.
It's getting stranded. I mean, considering the time, I'm gonna leave this game for now.
Yeah.